पैदा हुआ उस दिन जन्माष्टमी थी, श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी। भगवान श्री कृष्ण का भी अपार आशीर्वाद है मुझे। उन्होंने स्पेशल काम देके भेजा है, इन कंस की औलादों का सफाया करना है, इन राक्षसों का सफाया करना है, आज के जमाने के जो राक्षस हैं।
नहीं, मेरे ऊपर कोई दबाव नहीं है। मैं एक वकील हूँ पेशे से। 2 पेज के पत्र में मैंने सब कुछ लिख के उनको भेज दिया है।
Good evening, you're watching the Explosive Weekend Debate with me, Poonam Burde, and elections are just around the corner in Gujarat. The heat is rising. Arvind Kejriwal seems to be taking a leaf out of the BJP's playbook. From freebies, the focus now seems to be shifting to faith. Twice in the last 24 hours, Arvind Kejriwal has raked up Lord Krishna. That fiery response came to him being greeted with anti-Hindu posters yesterday. Now, it's not just Kejriwal, but his entire party is being accused of being against the majority community, especially in the state. With the latest example being of his minister, well, now an ex-minister, who was caught on tape attending a conversion pledge ceremony. These are the two ends of the same yardstick of the Aam Aadmi Party. So let me put this in perspective for you. What really are the two things that the Aam Aadmi Party is now looking at? On one hand, we have Arvind Kejriwal in Gujarat, and on the other, we have his minister, now an ex-minister, who's resigned. So Rajendra Pal Gautam was the minister who has quit from the Aam Aadmi Party's cabinet. In Gujarat, we have Arvind Kejriwal raking up Lord Krishna. Now, Rajendra Pal Gautam resigned today, 2 days after a video came out where he was seen attending an event where there was a conversion pledge that was being taken out. Meanwhile, in Gujarat, Arvind Kejriwal says he was born on Krishna Janmashtami. He's tasked with a special task, in fact, by Lord himself. On one hand, in Delhi, you have Rajendra Pal Gautam, who says that I haven't stepped down because of pressure from the party. I just do not want any more embarrassment for the party or for Arvind Kejriwal. On the other, you have the Aam Aadmi Party's convener, who in Gujarat on 2 occasions in the last 24 hours has come out and said that I have been given the special task of finishing the descendants of Kans. Kans ki aulad is what he said on 2 different occasions at 2 different public occasions since yesterday. So will Kejriwal and his team's soft Hindutva gamble work in poll-bound Gujarat? Well, before I open up that debate, listen in to what Arvind Kejriwal said in the last 24 hours, the pro-Hindu comment that he was trying to make, or the soft Hindutva push that he was trying to make, and then listen in to his minister who's now accused of being anti-Hindu.
ये सब लोग कंस की औलाद हैं, भगवान का अपमान करते हैं, भक्तों का अपमान करते हैं, गुंडागर्दी करते हैं। जिस दिन मेरा जन्म हुआ था उस दिन जन्माष्टमी थी, श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी, और मुझे भगवान ने एक स्पेशल काम देके भेजा है, ये इन कंस की औलादों का नाश करने के लिए। मैं पैदा हुआ उस दिन जन्माष्टमी थी, श्री कृष्ण जन्माष्टमी। बचपन में मेरी दादी मुझे घर में प्यार से, मेरा घर का नाम कृष्ण था, और भगवान श्री कृष्ण का भी अपार आशीर्वाद है मुझे। उन्होंने स्पेशल काम देके भेजा है, इन कंस की औलादों का सफाया करना है, इन राक्षसों का सफाया करना है, आज के जमाने के जो राक्षस हैं।
मैं कभी किसी के फेथ को आहत कभी नहीं करता, किसी की भावनाओं को आहत कभी नहीं करता। मेरे ऊपर कोई दबाव नहीं है। मैं एक वकील हूं पेशे से। मुख्यमंत्री जी अभी रैली में हैं गुजरात में। मैंने अपना उनको भेज दिया है, अपना ये 2 पेज के पत्र में मैंने सब कुछ लिख के उनको भेज दिया।
सरेआम हिंदू देवी देवताओं को गाली दी गई, उनको ना मानने के लिए भरी सभा में आम आदमी पार्टी के एक विधायक जो दिल्ली में कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर हैं, उनके द्वारा करोड़ों लोगों की भावनाओं को आहत किया गया। गली गली से आवाज उठी कि अरविंद केजरीवाल इस मिनिस्टर को सस्पेंड करो। सस्पेंड करना तो दूर, आम आदमी पार्टी ने अपनी पार्टी के तरफ से भी उसको पार्टी से निकालने तक का काम नहीं किया। इसका अर्थ क्या होता है कि चाहे भले हिंदुओं की आस्था को चोट पहुंची हो, चाहे भले पूरी दिल्ली, देश, दुनिया में इसको लेकर के लोगों में रोष हो, लेकिन हम तो ऐसे व्यक्ति को कोई सजा नहीं देना चाहते। ये है मिस्टर अरविंद केजरीवाल जी की पॉलिसी।
Is this Chunavi Hindu now a tag that is going to be valid for Arvind Kejriwal as well? And will that actually work in poll-bound Gujarat? That is something that we are discussing. And joining me on this broadcast is BJP spokesperson Tom Wadakan, political analyst Ravi Srivastav also with us, group editor of Ahmedabad Mirror, Ajay Umat also with us on this broadcast, and author and columnist and a political analyst Vinay Kumar Singh also joins us. But Ravi Srivastav, I'd like to begin with you. Which side of the Aam Aadmi Party should the people of Gujarat believe in? Kejriwal, who says he is the torchbearer of the Hindu community and he wants to finish off the descendants of Kans because he is specially tasked with it, or a party leader who had to step down for hurting Hindu sentiments?
Poonam, I think the debate is not about Hindu-Muslim or Hindus or non-Hindus. The debate is about the work. BJP has not done anything in last 27 years and they are grossly exposed by Arvind Kejriwal. And that's the reason that BJP is literally hounding Arvind Kejriwal. He talks about Bijli, Sadak, Pani, infrastructure, women's security, social justice, all such things, governance. He doesn't talk about the Hindu-Muslim at all.
He did, sir, in the last 24 hours twice.
He did say that मैं कंस की औलादों का नाश करने आया हूं यहाँ पे. That's a response to the stupid posters posted by the BJP people across the state in some places. Now let me tell you a little add up more that Rajendra Pal Gautam had done no wrong. In fact, it is the BJP which is against the Bauddha Dharma. It is BJP which is abusing the Buddha religion. In fact, such parishads have been happening for last 70, 80 years since 1956. And these shapath, the pledges were taken in presence of even BJP leaders.
So then why did he resign?
No, he resigned. He gave his reasons. He said, I don't want to.
Which he said, I do not want to. Yeah, and he said, I do not want to. Yeah, so if it's a non-issue that the BJP is raking up, why resign? He's a minister.
No, nobody asked him to resign. He has resigned at his own volition. So, because he says that this kind of posters, why should they spoil the prospect of the Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat? That's the reason he resigned. He was not asked to resign at all. And in my opinion, he has done no wrong. The Fadnavis, the Mr. Modi, the Gadkari, they all have been attending those Dhamma Parishad meetings. And they have given a grant of 197 crores in Maharashtra. They oppose the Buddha religion. They oppose Muslims. They oppose Christians. Now they oppose Buddhas also. In fact, they are insulting the Bauddha religion altogether.
Then that's perhaps what Mr. Gautam should have said, or Arvind Kejriwal should have said, but that's not what they spoke of. They perhaps took the bait the BJP wanted them to. Vinay Kumar Singh, wouldn't you agree? BJP put out these posters and they perhaps wanted the Aam Aadmi Party to take the bait. Arvind Kejriwal perhaps walked right into that trap.
Poonam, today I think Arvind Kejriwal is battling to get out of his anti-Hindu, anti-national tag. A tag is there on him. And this tag has a reason. This tag has a history why that is being put upon him. And while trying to do so, he is even making his image more worse. He is getting tough. It is getting very tough for him to campaign in a state like Gujarat, which is very religious. And I say that this Kali Yuga ka Krishna, Mr. Kejriwal, he is a political Hindu. He is an opportunist Hindu. He is an ideological scamster. I say ideological scamster because sometimes being Hindu and sometimes becoming secular, this shift of ideology, it's a scam. And his party, Poonam, in a very short span of time, it's even in a very nascent stage, that has proved to be morally, ideologically, and financially compromised and corrupt. And one more thing, Poonam, that the version of secularism he's practicing. What is secularism? Secularism is meant to be a doctrine of balance between different communities. But the secularism Aam Aadmi Party is practicing, that is negation to Hinduism. That is negation to the Indian nationalism. And I think he's exposed. And he's running here and there, and he's changing his political stance, and he's trying to become more Hindu by quoting sometimes Krishna and
So this is just political convenience. This is just a pre-poll convenience. And Tom Vadakan, I'm sure you would say that we've seen this kind of trend with the Congress party as well. The kind of temple runs that Rahul Gandhi has been on is something that we're now seeing Arvind Kejriwal on as well. It's not just about the comment that he's made in the last 24 hours. Just 2-3 months ago, if I'm not mistaken, he also did visit the Somnath temple in Gujarat. That was perhaps where he kicked off his Gujarat campaign.
Well, Congress, I don't want to go into Congress because it's all visible there. Their temple run and the kind of, after Mrs. Gandhi came to Karnataka, the visit to temples and all that. But the public is fully aware of this kind of secularism that they practice. That being an issue, but I'm surprised at this Kejriwal, who happens to be the Chief Minister of Delhi, trying to be an imposter of Sri Krishna ji. I mean, this is extraordinary. On Janmashtami Day, he says he was born, but by Indian average, there are 73,000 children born on a particular day. And if Mr. Ravi Srivastava says, I've been born on Janmashtami Day and I'm Sri Krishna, well, he wouldn't say that because he is a logical person. All that he would perhaps say is, look, I would congratulate him that he's born on Janmashtami. But I dare say he won't say he's Sri Krishna. Here he says his grandmother called him Krishna, and well, he's being told that he's to destroy the Kans. Now, Kans was destroyed when Krishnji was 11 years old. Okay, and the Mahabharata happened when we have Sri Krishna was 89 years old. So, I mean, the age factor historically doesn't fit in. Be what it may, this imposter, I mean, the games that he's playing, look at him, his ministers resigned. We said, look, Mr. Kejriwal, you need to explain your secularism. And they did resign. And now he comes and says in Gujarat, well, I'm Krishna and I'm here destined to destroy the Kans. I'm sorry, is he trying to destroy Gujarat and the Gujaratis? Is that what he means? I mean, he's not identified who he is destroying. I charge him that he's trying to destroy Gujarat. So I think this is a serious matter. And Poonam, I think this is one of the worst situations that I think any politician will find himself in. And I don't think he's going to bail himself out very soon because people of Gujarat know him very well. They are religious people and they know exactly when they see Krishnji at a single glance.
Right, they are very religious people. About 80% of the state is Hindu populated, if I'm not mistaken, Ajay Umat, and you've been there for the longest time. You've seen the kind of politics that works on ground in Gujarat. And what is your assessment? Is this really going to work for Kejriwal? He started off on the plank of freebies like he has been doing in every single state that he's been campaigning on for the last couple of years. That's the Delhi model that they also speak of. But suddenly, we're now seeing a shift in strategy perhaps for the Aam Aadmi Party, or perhaps this was just coincidental. But is this actually going to reap any dividend for him on ground?
I don't think, Poonamji, that, this would reap any political, advantage to Aam Aadmi Party, number one. Number two, in 2017 elections also, Rahul Gandhi used to go Dwarka Temple, Somnath Temple, Ambaji Temple, Dakorji and Chotila and all other places. It did not work for Congress Party and it would neither work for Kejriwal also. Last time he was chanting Jai Bajrang Bali. This time, he chanted Jai Sri Ram, and then, he, as Tom Vadakan said last night, he said that he is an avatar of Krishna. As far as Hindutva is concerned, Narendra Modi is icon for Hindutva in Gujarat, and, nobody can dilute their equity of Hindutva. Number one. Number two, Kejriwal has realized that, freebies is not working in Gujarat. Number one. Number two, that, Kejriwal will come and address public meetings. But the basic issue is that, they don't have rank and file in Gujarat, where BJP is having booth management, page management. They have got very strong, organizational ability. Plus they have government machinery. They have 27 years of, work. On that side, Kejriwal is trying to encase anti-establishment sentiment, A, B, every time showing some remedy that, I will give jobs, 10 lakh jobs, I will give, pay grade to police, to forest department and others. But, now people in Gujarat has realized that, this will not work because, budget. People in Gujarat, they are very smart businessmen. They say that if you give all this freebies to all, where the money would come. The budget of Gujarat government is 2,25,000 crore rupees. So this is not possible. So he is talking about all these free welfare schemes and other things, but I don't think it would work. And as you have rightly observed in your opening remarks, he has fallen into the trap of Bharatiya Janata Party by, chanting Jai Sri Ram and Jai Sri Krishna.
Right, so it was a trap perhaps laid for Arvind Kejriwal and he walked right into it. And Ravi Srivastava, I do see you smiling there, wanting to make a comment. Go ahead.
No, Poonam, first of all, you have pitched me one person against three people. So I think I should get 3 times more speaking time compared to all these people. They all are BJP supporters only. So let me tell you.
I am not BJP supporter.
They all have their professional credentials to speak for Ravi Srivastava. Let's not get personal. Let's just try and make a point.
All your comments are in favor of the BJP only, sir. You may be a political analyst. I don't mind that. Now, let me tell you, first of all, that as far as Arvind Kejriwal is concerned, he does not believe in the politics of religion, region, caste, all these things. He believes in the politics of delivery, politics of governance. Please allow me now. He believes in the politics of governance, and what he has committed, he has given it. He has said it not once. He has said several times. I am following him since last 10 years, and I have seen that he says that a divine power is with me. And that does happen. It was 3 times in Delhi, it was Punjab, and now it will happen in Gujarat too. Because the Gujarat people, I don't mind that somebody can be religious, but religion does not give you the bread and butter. Religion does not give you the job. Religion does not give you the relief from the inflation. Religion does not give you the law and order. That's the problem.
Absolutely. Then why bring it up is exactly what we are asking, and not just for Arvind Kejriwal. Don't get me wrong there, Ravi Srivastava, where it is about the issues that matter to the people. But it's funny because people like Arvind Kejriwal, the Aam Aadmi Party, even the Congress has been often accusing the BJP of doing this, of trying to divert attention from real issues and talk about polarizing issues. Now you perhaps are doing the same thing, Tom Vadakan. And how do you view that really panning out?
Well, Ravi ji has been speaking eloquently of governance. I'm a resident of Delhi. A slight rain in Delhi, you have the floods, you have the roads in a situation where I think for hours you can wait, and the roads are in bad shape. And as to the question of the medical facility, the educational facility that they boast of, it's unfortunate. You go and see some of the schools that they have built, and the kind of stories they are great campaigners. Propaganda, yes, Ravi, you're right. They are one of the best propagandists that Free India has ever seen. They have funds from Punjab. They use that in elections in Gujarat, and the exchequer has no business even inquiring.
Used in Himachal.
So at the end of this debate, gentlemen, it looks like the allegations and the counter allegations are really the same, with all parties making that about the other party. At the end of it, is it the voter that is losing out? Because the kind of discourse that we see has come down to this and is really not about the real issues that matter. Well, that's a question that all political parties and their leaders must ponder on, and I'm leaving our viewers with that thought as well. I thank you, gentlemen, for joining me on this broadcast. I'm running out of time. I need to move on to more breaking news coming in. Now, this news pertains the Aam Aadmi Party. In fact, another AAP leader seems to now be in controversy, or at least the BJP has been attacking the Aam Aadmi Party for it. BJP has now taken to Twitter to attack Gujarat's Aam Aadmi Party president for using inappropriate words against the Prime Minister. Remember, Prime Minister Modi is in Gujarat. Amit Malviya of the BJP has now hit out.
मुझे आप सब लोगों से जानना है कि क्या भूतकाल में कभी भी किसी भी बड़ा प्रधान ने ऐसा नौटंकी किया है वोट देने जाने के लिए। का आदमी यहाँ पे रोड शो कर रहा है और दिखा रहा है कि कैसे मैं पूरे देश को सी बना रहा हूँ। सी फॉर समझ लीजिएगा, मैं कैसे इस पूरे भारत देश को सी बना रहा हूँ। मैं बात करता हूँ डिजिटल इंडिया की और खुद दिल्ली से दौड़ा दौड़ा यहाँ पे वोट देने आता हूँ। देखिए मैं आप लोगों को कैसे सी बनाता हूँ। तो ये का आदमी हमें ये संदेश दे रहा है कि मैं पूरे देश को सी बना रहा हूँ।
Amit Malviya, IT cell chief of the BJP, now joining us on this broadcast. Mr. Malviya, thank you so much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. One controversy after another hitting the Aam Aadmi Party in Gujarat. The latest one, a remark perhaps not appropriate for anyone, definitely not for the Prime Minister of this country.
You know, as far as the derogatory comment or the reference to the Prime Minister goes, naturally it is something that is completely unacceptable. But we've seen similar references being made by Arvind Kejriwal in the past. But what really worries me more than referring to the Prime Minister as niche is the constant use of word "see," which I think is extremely disrespectful and derogatory as far as women are concerned. He's not just insulted the Prime Minister, who is the pride of Gujarat, the son of the soil, for whom people of Gujarat have voted for the last 27 years. The Aam Aadmi Party chief in Gujarat has also insulted the women of Gujarat by constantly using that word "see" and mocking everybody. So it's something that's completely unheard of, unacceptable in public life. But then these are the standards that Arvind Kejriwal has set for the Aam Aadmi Party and in public discourse. He has used similar language in the past, and that is exactly what his minions are now doing. From Rajendra Pal to Gopal Italia are reflecting what Arvind Kejriwal and the Aam Aadmi stand for.
Right, how the Aam Aadmi Party defends this, we'll of course wait and watch. But for the moment, Mr. Amit Malviya, thank you so much for joining us here on this broadcast with your perspective. The BJP definitely not going to let this go. Before now, shifting focus to more news coming in. The Parliamentary Committee on Official Language has recommended that the medium of instruction in technical and non-technical higher education institutes should be Hindi in Hindi-speaking states, and in the rest of the country it should be in the respective local languages. The panel is headed by Home Minister Amit Shah, and the report has now been submitted for approval to the President of the country. Arunima, my colleague, now joins us for more on this. Arunima, it's a big step as far as perhaps outreach from the government is concerned, because they have been mired in what a lot of southern states called was imposition of Hindi.
Yes, sir. So what the panel members are saying is that this recommendation is in sync with the national education policy. The new national education policy also talks about the three-language formula, but it talks about giving, precedence to Hindi or the local language over English. So what the members have recommended is also in sync with that. They're saying that the medium of instruction at these institutes should be, if wherever possible, if it is a Hindi-speaking state, then the medium of instruction should be Hindi. And if it is a regional language which gains precedence, where the majority of members of that state speak in a vernacular language, then the medium of instruction should be that. But we'll have to wait and see if this recommendation is accepted at any level or not, since Home Minister Amit Shah chairs this parliamentary committee, and official language Hindi is a department which falls under Ministry of Home Affairs. Will then the next step then be bringing in of a law, bringing in of a bill in the parliament, making it official? And how will these institutes take it? Suppose you're talking about an IIT or an IIM in Ahmedabad. Would you then want the medium of instructions to be Gujarati? So these are huge questions which have to be deliberated upon.
Absolutely, and those questions will need answers too. For the moment, Arunima, thank you so much for getting us the very latest. Well, that is a wrap from me on this edition, but a quick reminder before I let you go. The nominees for Indian of the Year Entertainment category are